welcome. My name is Jocelyn and today we're going to talk about some BoxyCharm products. So not BoxyCharm specifically, but a bunch of products that I've gotten from BoxyCharm that I like, that I probably wouldn't have ever tried if it weren't for BoxyCharm. I have been resubscribed since October of last year, and I did receive a handful of BoxyLuxe products, but I unsubscribed from BoxyLuxe because every single BoxyLuxe I got would not recommend. But my base boxes always ended up being pretty good, and I really liked the majority of the products inside. However, every time I did an unboxing, I always got comments like, I'm so glad I unsubscribed from BoxyCharm. BoxyCharm is trash. They never include good products, such and such and such, which I totally see where those people are coming from. And I do agree that sometimes they do have really miss boxes and some kind of throwaway products, but I found a lot of things that I really enjoy through this service, and I thought I would share some of those with you. I have also been able to pass quite a few things along to friends and family and sell some things that I didn't want, that weren't quite my style, or that I didn't have a need for on Poshmark. So most of the time, nothing has gone like completely unused. There's only been very few products that have been no good, garbage, bad formula, just bad in general. And like I said, there are quite a few things that I really love and have become either staples or favorites, or just I really enjoy these products. So I thought I would give them a moment in the spotlight, and maybe this would be a good suggestion for you to pick up. Or maybe if you're subscribed to BoxyCharm and you get it in a future BoxyCharm, then you'll be excited to use it. Okay, there's one body care item that I actually had forgotten about until I filmed my most recent empties video, which may or may not be up before this one. And it is a body wash that I got. And originally I was not very excited to have gotten this because I thought, body wash, what? But I actually really loved this. This is by the brand Ritual. This is the organic rice milk and cherry blossom. This is like a foaming, it's a foaming shower gel. It even says it down in the bottom. I really liked this and used it up. I was expecting this to be outrageously priced for a body wash, but if I'm not mistaken, it was under $15, which is pretty good because of how just kind of luxurious I thought that this was initially. And it smelled really good, it lathered really good, it cleaned my body and moisturized well, and I really liked this. So this was a surprising win from BoxyCharm. So next is something that I don't think I would repurchase, but I've used it enough to have a review on it, and it is a spray. So this is by In Beauty Project, the Power Up Dual Phase Setting Mist. So as you can see, I think I've got it like over halfway used, and I don't absolutely love this, but I don't hate it. I appreciated getting it because I don't currently have a spray in my beauty collection, so it was nice to get it. If you're someone with a giant makeup collection who's got a ton of excess in every single category, this is maybe something you wouldn't have really liked getting, but I didn't mind it. I wouldn't repurchase it because I don't find that it does that much for my skin, and the primary reason that I use setting sprays is to wet my brush to apply my glitter shimmer eyeshadows, and this doesn't wet them in the best way like I'm used to with other setting sprays. So I haven't used it too much as a face setting spray, so maybe I should give that a go. I have only primarily used it as a brush spray wetter to amplify shadows. But I did like having this because it meant I didn't have to buy something. Ooh, this was a surprising product. So if you're familiar with my channel, I'm not a really big fan of primers because I haven't ever found one that really works, well, except for the e.l.f. putty primer that's actually in my beauty box back there. Almost all others just don't do anything for my skin, and they're just not worth it until I got this one. This is the Pure 4-in-1 Correcting Primer, Energize and Rescue with aloe, coconut water, and probiotics, silicone free. I would never have purchased this ever, but I did have it in my Shop My Stash last month, so the month of May, and I liked this. This worked surprisingly well on my skin. This does have a serum-like finish to it, and it goes on really nice, really smoothing. It doesn't leave the skin feeling tacky, but what I noticed is I would put this on and then I would put my foundation on top of it and everything just looked smooth. It looked nice and I felt like it helped my makeup wear throughout the day a little bit better. And like I said, I never would have picked this up. So I'm very excited to have found another primer that I actually like and that I think works well for my skin type. Alrighty then, next is a product that is kind of, it's okay. This is another product I wouldn't have picked up, but I don't have a ton of in my collection and I like it. This is a product by Ciate London. This is their Everyday Vacay coconut something, I think. Yeah, coconut setting powder. I love the way this smells. It smells like coconuts. And I use, well, I haven't been using setting powders as much, but I usually use them every day to set my makeup because I have very oily skin, and if I don't set it at all, it gets really tacky and things slip and slide around. So this is nice. I don't notice that it leaves any kind of white cast on my skin. It sets really well without looking very heavy or anything like that. This was a nice product. I have used it quite a bit. I've enjoyed using it. Would I repurchase it? I think that I like the Fenty powder better than this one, so I would probably purchase that one before this one, but I like this enough to use it up and not have to purchase another one anytime soon. So this is a win. Ooh, let's talk about some brushes. I love these. These are the Alamar Cosmetics. These are like face brushes. So we have a complexion brush, a bronzer brush, this one right here, and then a brightening brush. I have been using the brightening brush for concealer, so to blend in concealer under my eye. This is probably my favorite out of the bunch, followed by the bronzer and then the complexion brush. I don't know if I've actually tried, I think I did try this to blend in foundation, but it was a little too fluffy. It wasn't quite compact enough for my preference, but this could work for powder or maybe even some kind of bronzer brush. I really love these. I don't know if I ever would have purchased these on my own, but this has got me side-eyeing Alamar Cosmetics and their other brush products because of how much I enjoy these ones. I love the color. I wish that they would expand this kind of color series into more eye brushes or more face brushes, but I really love these. I love the quality. This one specifically, I don't think that you can buy them individually, but the brightening brush specifically is just such a good shape and I just love it so much. So these were a huge win. I was very excited to have received these and for these to have worked out as well as they did. Okay, we have 4 more products. Let's talk about one of my highlighters because there are 2 in here, and one of them I was kind of surprised about, and I know that people give this so much because I think that they've recycled it in their boxes before. But what I'll say is, so I wasn't subscribed to BoxyCharm for a very long time. I used to be a long time ago, took a giant break, and then resubscribed. So I sometimes get products that were in past boxes, but I had never received before. And I don't mind because I never received it before. And this is one of those products. So this is the Iconic London Illuminator. And I think this is, yeah, this is in the shade Original, I guess. I am wearing this on my cheeks today. Also, I applied some more highlight on my nose and on my cupid's bow, but this is the only thing I have on my cheeks. I freaking love this. I don't know what to tell you. I'm really stoked that I got this. I was worried that it was going to be a little too dark for my skin tone, but I really don't think that it is. It's a cream product, and this is, I mean, this is the first cream highlight that I've ever used, but I love it. I love it so much. I think it's so beautiful. It's easy to use. It offers such a glow to the cheeks. I know y'all are hating on BoxyCharm for recycling products, but for someone like me who had never received this, it was a giant win. I'll go ahead and talk about the last highlighter product, and this is something that's brand new, but oh my gosh, this actually might have been something I would have purchased on my own, and it is an Hourglass highlighter. Oh my gosh, you guys, I've used this a couple times now, and I love it. This is the highlighter in the shade Pink Flash, and like the name would suggest, it does have a pink flash to it. I am gonna go ahead and swatch this. Ah! Okay, so you can see it right there. It is just such a beautiful highlight. This one also offers like a subtle glow with that subtle shift to it. So I might have purchased it at some point because I'm a really big fan of Hourglass, but I really don't know if I would have. I don't splurge too often on their products, even though I really like the brand. Maybe I would have picked it up, but maybe not. And now I don't have to because I have it in my collection thanks to BoxyCharm. It's so pretty. I've kind of drawn it and dabbed it on my cheeks a bit. I've run my finger in there and dabbed it on different parts of my face. This was a big win and I was so excited to get it. 2 more products. So the next one is a concealer. This is by the brand Pretty Vulgar. And I know that this doesn't have a lot of high rated reviews. I think that that's because of the type of coverage it offers, which is more of a medium, I would say medium, maybe a little leaning light, definitely not heavy, and it also is decently creamy. I don't find that it's too creamy because if I set it, it usually doesn't go anywhere, but I know that that's not everybody's cup of tea, but I really like this, and this is never something I would have picked up, so I'm pretty stoked to have it in my collection. This is in the shade Little White Lies. It is a tiny bit dark for me in the dead of winter, which is when I first received this, but we're coming into summer, so I could probably get good use out of this maybe next month or so. And I really liked it, and I never would have bought it, so that's exciting. Last is something that I maybe would have purchased, and that is because I've been meaning to purchase from this brand for a very long time, and I have used this product recently for the first time, and I've used it a couple times, and oh my gosh, I'm so glad that it lived up to the hype that was in my head. It is this palette right here. This is the Zoeva Cafe palette. The matte shades in here blend so well. Particularly my favorites are the pinky mauve tones. So this matte shade down here, this matte shade up here, and this shimmer shade, even this shimmer shade. Oh, so beautiful. The matte shades, like, I'm gonna keep coming back to that. They just blend effortlessly. I don't know if that's the same for all Zoeva palettes, but I really like this. If I ever see more Zoeva palettes in my local Sephora and it's a color story that I like, I will definitely consider picking them up because I really thoroughly enjoy this, and I have been meaning to pick something up from Zoeva for years and never did. And now, because of BoxyCharm, I am a proud owner of one of their palettes, and I can confirm that I like the formula in these eyeshadow palettes. So another big win. I will mention though that I have received quite a few palettes from BoxyCharm, and out of all of them there are, I think, 2 that I've actually really liked and kept. This is one of them, and the other one, which I don't think I've actually used yet, is the Fairy Tales by Storybook Cosmetics, and I really love the color story in here. I might have, no, maybe I have used this once. Yeah, I think I have used this once. Obviously didn't leave much of an impact. I need to use this more though, because the color story is just beautiful. There was some like shady stuff going on though with BoxyCharm and Storybook Cosmetics, so I don't know how much I endorse that, but those are the 2 palettes that I've actually liked from them. And I think that I've probably gotten like at least maybe 5 palettes from them, so a lot of them have been misses. Some I've passed on to other friends and family, some of which I've sold. Oh, and I also have, I guess I've also got the Dominique Cosmetics Celestial Thunder palette, but I'm not a big fan of this one. So those are all the products I wanted to talk about, most of which are big winners in my life, things that I've come to know and love and would maybe repurchase in the future, like this one or this one should I ever run out of it, which I probably will not. I mean, I would never need to repurchase the, well, maybe. I suppose you could need to repurchase brushes. I would purchase different versions of a Zoeva palette. And there you go. I wanted to make this video because I kind of wanted to give a mini review on some of the items that I got from BoxyCharm. I wanted to take a moment to talk positively about BoxyCharm because I know that there's quite a bit of negativity out there. I hope that you enjoyed hearing my thoughts on some of the BoxyCharm items that I have come to know and love. And if you'd like to see unboxings of future BoxyCharm boxes, definitely consider subscribing to my channel. I do them every month. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And I think that is everything I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.